Hi guys, Arik is here, your Russian coach, and here's another lesson that is going to uplift your spirits, to improve your mood, and to boost your confidence in Russian, because you are going to get Russian classics in the original. And here's the only channel, as far as I know, that is doing that. And we are working on Anton Chekhov, Толстый и Тонкий, fat and thin. Now, I will be reading so first of all, please open the link below this video, or even better, if you have these materials printed, that's the best. Then you're an amazing student if you have it printed. Now, if you don't, please open the link below this video. And last time we learned that at the train station met two guys, the fat and the thin. And now they're talking. They start talking. So guys, our last sentence, the last time, was this one, starting with из-за его спины. I'm going to read it to you and remind, so that we have a little warm-up. And after that we will continue from here, from the sentence starting with Porfiry with the exclamation mark. So, we are talking about the thin guy now, in the last sentence of the last time. Look. Из-за его спины выглядывала худенькая женщина с длинным подбородком, его жена, и высокий гимназист с прищуренным глазом, его сын. So they're talking about the thin guy, and if you want more detailed approach to this sentence, more detailed analysis, please watch the previous video. Now I'm just going to translate. Behind his back looked out a thin woman with a long chin, his wife, and a tall gymnasium boy with a squinted eye, his son. So here we stopped the last time. Now I'm going to read, we're going to start with Porfiry, and we're going to end today with в гимназии вместе учились. Here. So first I'm going to read this whole part and see how much you comprehend right now. And after that, we're going to work on it, and you will see a little miracle towards the end, because it's gonna be much, much better, your comprehension. So just listen to the music of the language. Порфирий! Воскликнул Толстый, увидев Тонкого. Ты ли это, голубчик мой? Сколько зим, сколько лет? «Батюшки!» — изумился Тонкий. «Миша! Друг детства! Откуда ты взялся?» Приятели троекратно облобызались и устремили друг на друга глаза, полные слез. Оба были приятно ошеломлены. «Милый мой!» — начал Тонкий после лобызания. «Вот не ожидал! Вот сюрприз!» «Ну, да погляди же на меня хорошенько! Такой же красавец, как и был, такой же душонок и щеголь. Ах ты, Господи! Ну что же ты, богат? Женат? Я уже женат, как видишь. Это вот моя жена, Луиза, урожденная Ванценбах, лютеранка. А это сын мой, Нафанаил, ученик 3 класса. Это Нафаня, друг моего детства. В гимназии вместе учились. So what do you think? How much did you get? Probably many of you didn't get much, and that's fine. Now let's start working. Please take your writing equipment, and let's start working. Порфирий! Воскликнул Толстый. Воскликнул means exclaimed. Увидев Тонкого. Увидев seeing the thin. So, Порфирий! Воскликнул Толстый, увидев Тонкого. Porfiry! Exclaimed the fat, seeing the thin. Ты ли это, It's clear. Is it you? Голубчик мой. So please underline the word голубчик and above that write darling. So голубчик мой would mean my darling. Сколько зим, сколько лет. So all this sentence is an expression, so you need to underline it and above them to write we haven't seen each other for a long time. Because that's the meaning of these expressions. So, for example, you meet a Russian friend, and you say, Сколько зим, сколько лет? It means a long time has passed since we met the last time. If you translate it literally, it becomes how many winters, сколько зим, yeah? Зима, зим. How many summers? Лето, лет, right? But in fact, it means we haven't seen each other for long. So, how many winters, how many summers? We haven't seen each other for long. Батюшки! Изумился Тонкий. Батюшки is an exclamation word meaning great surprise. Literally, it means fathers. Fathers in plural. It's an obsolete word for fathers. But it's just an exclamation word, showing the emotion of surprise. And изумился means was amazed. So батюшки, I will translate it as gracious me. Yeah, I think that's how you express it in English. Gracious me was amazed the thin. Or you could also translate батюшки as good heavens, yeah? So, good heavens was amazed the thin. Misha, it's the name. Misha is the name of the fat one. Друг детства, the friend of the childhood, right? Детство, childhood. Откуда ты взялся? Взялся means appeared. And откуда, obviously, it means from where. So, where did you appear from? From where did you appear? Приятели троекратно облобызались и устремили друг на друга глаза, полные слез. Троекратно, 3 times. So first of all, приятели. It's like друзья. It's the same. So friends. Троекратно, 3 times. Облобызались, it's an obsolete word for kissed each other. So, приятели троекратно облобызались would be the friends, kissed each other 3 times. И устремили друг на друга глаза, полные слез. Друг на друга means at each other. Устремили глаза, that's an expression. Устремили глаза, and it means, so please underline it together. You can take another color, for example, of the pen, and underline it with the same color. Устремили глаза, it just means looked. Therefore, устремили друг на друга глаза, полные слез, that would be looked at each other with eyes, full of tears. So again, устремили глаза, it means looked with the eyes, in this case, full of tears. So now, let's read this whole sentence. Приятели троекратно облобызались и устремили друг на друга глаза, полные слез. The friends 3 times kissed and looked at each other with the eyes full of tears. Because полные means full of, слез comes from слезы, which is tears. Оба были приятно ошеломлены. So приятно, you probably know this word, but you probably know приятный. I just want to point out that in Russian, when the word ends with o, in many cases that's an adverb. So, Adverb is a verb answering the question how, in what way. So приятно would be nicely. It's like ly in English, in a nice way, nicely. And ошеломлены means stunned. Therefore, when they're saying оба были приятно ошеломлены, it means both of them were stunned nicely, in a nice way. And we continue with милый мой. Милый мой. Начал Тонкий после лобызания. So, лобызание means kissing. I'm just reminding you that облобызались. It means kissed each other. It comes from the same root. So, лобызание means kissing. Please underline and write above that. So it says like that. Милый мой. Милый мой means my dear. Милый. Милый мой. My dear. Начал Тонкий после лобызания. Started the thin after kissing. Вот не ожидал. Вот just strengthens the emotion. You can skip it. And не ожидал means didn't expect. So he is talking about himself. I didn't expect. Вот сюрприз. Вот. So again, it's like here, вот не ожидал. Вот сюрприз. You can skip it, but it just strengthens the emotion. Вот, it's like what a. It even sounds similar. What a surprise. Вот сюрприз. Ну да, погляди же на меня хорошенько. So, the thin is talking to the fat. So he is saying, ну. My intonation was wrong when I've just read it to you now. It should sound like that. Ну, да погляди же на меня хорошенько. So, you can skip here, you can skip nu, and you can skip da. It just strengthens the emotion. So, погляди, and you can also skip же. It's the same thing. But погляди на меня хорошенько, look at me. Хорошенько, it comes from хорошо, well. Look at me well. But he's saying it with a great emotion, so therefore we have all these little words strengthening, showing strong emotion. Ну, да погляди же на меня хорошенько. Look at me well. Такой же красавец, как и был. So again, thin is talking about himself. Красавец means a handsome man. So you have красавица, beautiful woman. Yeah, we have it in Dostoevsky, because in parallel we are working on Dostoevsky, маленький герой. But красавец is the same, but male. So такой же means the same. Как и был, as it was. Yeah? So he's talking about himself. He's saying, такой же красавец, как и был. The same handsome man as was. And E, you can skip it. Такой же душонок и щеголь. So first of all, guys, if you have it printed, please put 2 dots in the word щеголь, so that it becomes, instead of щеголь, it becomes щеголь. Upon this ye, you need to put 2 dots, so that it becomes yo. And душонок is an obsolete word, means a nice guy. So that's душонок. And щеголь, it's a guy who likes to wear fashionable clothes. It's like dandy in English. So, такой же душонок и щеголь, he's talking about himself, and he is saying the same nice guy and dandy. Ах ты Господи! Ах ты Господи is an expression meaning my God. Ну что же ты? So again, the thin is asking the fat. Ну что же ты? Ну что же ты means, and what about you? What about you? Богат, rich, женат, married. Я уже женат, как видишь. Как видишь means as you see. I'm already married, as you see. Это вот моя жена. So, это вот, it's the same as это, like that is, this is. This is my wife, Louisa, her name, right? Урожденная Ванценбах. So, when you talk about a woman, and then you say урожденная so and so, it means her maiden name was. So when he says это вот моя жена, Louisa, урожденная Ванценбах. So Louisa, maiden name Ванценбах, лютеранка, Lutheran. А это сын мой Нафанаил, ученик 3 класса. That's pretty clear. That's my son, Nathanael, the pupil in the 3rd grade. So class, grade, right? Like in English. А это Нафаня, друг моего детства. В гимназии вместе учились. So, his son, the son of the thin guy, is called Nathanael, and he is addressing him Nafanya. It's like a diminutive name from Nathanael. Друг моего детства, so the friend of my childhood. So he's saying here, he's addressing his son, and he's saying, это Нафаня, друг моего детства. So this is Nathania, like Nathanael, the friend of my childhood. And he continues, в гимназии вместе учились. So, gymnasia, gymnasium, just reminding you, it's a school where they prepared pupils for college or for the university in the Tsarist Russia. So, в гимназии вместе учились, in gymnasium, together studied. Meaning, so the thin is saying that with the fat guy, they studied together in gymnasium. So guys, for you to get it even better, I will translate it again, starting with Mili moj. Yeah? Sentence by sentence. Милый мой, начал Тонкий после лобызания. My dear, started the thin after kissing. Вот не ожидал. I didn't expect. Вот сюрприз. What a surprise. Ну, да погляди же на меня хорошенько. Look at me well. Такой же красавец, как и был. The same handsome guy as I was. Такой же душонок и щеголь. The same nice guy and dandy. Ах ты, Господи! My God. Ну, что же ты? What about you? Богат, женат, rich, married. Я уже женат, как видишь. I'm already married, as you see. Это вот моя жена. This is my wife. Луиза, урожденная Ванценбах, лютеранка. Луиза, maiden name Ванценбах, a Lutheran. А это сын мой Нафанаил, ученик 3 класса. And this is my son, Nathanael, the pupil in the 3rd grade. Это Нафаня, друг моего детства. So, here's Нафаня, the friend of my childhood. В гимназии вместе учились. We studied together in gymnasium. And now, guys, we're going to create a little miracle, because I'm going to read to you everything, whatever we learned today, and you're going to see huge difference in your comprehension. Even if it's not gonna be 100%, you will still see the difference. And you are welcome to share your success stories down below. We are starting with Porphyry, and I'm going to read slowly so that you can comprehend it even better. Порфирий! — воскликнул Толстый, увидев Тонкого. Ты ли это, голубчик мой? Сколько зим, сколько лет? Батюшки, изумился Тонкий. Миша, друг детства, откуда ты взялся? Приятели троекратно облобызались и устремили друг на друга глаза, полные слез. Оба были приятно ошеломлены. «Милый мой!» — начал Тонкий после лобызания. «Вот не ожидал, вот сюрприз. Ну, да погляди же на меня хорошенько. Такой же красавец, как и был. Такой же душонок и щеголь. Ах ты, Господи! Ну, что же ты, богат? Женат? Я уже женат, как видишь. Это вот моя жена, Луиза, урожденная Ванценбах, лютеранка. А это сын мой, Нафанаил, ученик 3 класса. Это Анафаня, друг моего детства. В гимназии вместе учились. So, guys, what are you saying? How does it feel? Hope you are leaving this lesson with a mental and emotional state that is higher, that is better than it was when you just came here, when we started. At least that's my hope. So, guys, if you need private Russian lessons, we can have a free lesson by Zoom, free trial lesson, without any obligations on your part. If you decide later on to continue with the paid program, you can, but you are not obliged. And I'm going to direct you to very good resources according to your level. So don't hesitate, and you can find my contact details below. And also, if you need translation of your webinar or anything like that from Russian to English or vice versa, then I can also do that. So, guys, take care, and I wish you good health, happiness, and blessings. Ciao, ciao.